Hi guys, my name is Tyler, and today I'm going to teach you how to find the best Marvel Rivals sensitivity you can on keyboard and mouse and how to improve your aim. First step you're going to want to do is go to the practice range in-game down here into this little training arena, which is where I'm at right now. Then the next step you're going to want to do is find a wall inside of the practice range and just line yourself up with it, kind of one of these lines or one of these lines here. And then the next step you're going to want to do is figure out how to space yourself properly inside of your mouse pad. So the next step you're going to want to do in order to find your perfect sensitivity for the calculation we're going to do here is to grab your mouse and then you're going to want to slide it all the way your available desk space until your character does either a 360 or a 180. So example here, I did just a simple swipe all the way around, and we've got a 360. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is go to your settings, and once you figure out what sensitivity you have that'll allow you to do a 360, you'll input it in here. So for my example here, it's 2.51. And the reason I have it at 2.51 specifically is because I decided to go through and adjust my sensitivity with the next step that I'm about to give you here. So once you have your sensitivity, for this example, we're going to do 3. You're going to want to go to this website here, which is jscalc.io right here. And then you're going to want to put in your starting sensitivity. So right here, I have 3 as my starting sensitivity. And then once you put it in, this table on the right here will tell you 2 sensitivity options that you can pick to adjust and fine-tune your sensitivity. I'm not going to change it in game here since it'll take a little bit and I'm trying to keep it as concise as I can, but let me just show you a reference. So for example here, let's say 3.0 is a little bit too high for me and we want to go to 1.50 because 1.50 is a little bit better than 4.5. So we'll click lower here because we prefer the 1.50 and then it'll adjust and give us 2 more options. So then you can go and say, let's see here, well 3.38, yeah, this feels a lot better than 1.13. Now let's go to 3.38. Let's go higher. And you'll keep doing this. You'll keep going between the two. And what you'll do in between these steps here, while you're doing your sensitivity, is you'll go and you'll adjust the characters in game.
4,
and I'll show you here.
2, 1.
So there's these characters that'll run around, and you'll just move between them, and you'll see what feels right. Is this too high or is this too low? Am I undershooting it? Am I way overshooting it? Like if I'm on the walls here, right? And then once you feel whatever feels right to you, you're going to go into that application and you're going to throw in some numbers and adjust it. As you keep adjusting, this application here will keep putting out numbers for you, and you're going to do this a total of 7 times. So I'm just going to say higher, higher, lower, higher, and then lower. Once you do this 7 times, it'll finalize a number for you. So you'll see here, 3.58 is the final number it gives us. Go into the application, you'll go into your settings, and you'll type 3.58. And it'll fine-tune it perfectly for you. The best thing you're going to want to do here to fine-tune your aim, now that you finally adjusted your aim, is pick a character. I like to pick a flying character, because a flying character allows me to have the best aim I can. And then you're going to want to change it to a random distance, and then do mid-range-ish, and then do a dynamic movement, because once the character stops standing still, they're a lot more difficult to hit, and this allows you to practice during a real game scenario. So you'll want to do a random movement, so that way it's not easy to target, and then just keep a normal target speed. This is almost exactly what I like to use for my training regimen. And so what you'll want to go do here, and is you'll start it. What I like to do here is do this for roughly about 15 minutes before I start my gaming session. But as you'll see here, these characters will just float around in a random direction. And they're really unpredictable, so it's hard to keep track of. So what you'll want to do to start out is don't even shoot at them. Just hold your reticle on them and just track where they're moving. Because they're very sporadic, and you don't want to overshoot or undershoot them at all. And then once you get comfortable with this, what you're going to want to do is just try and practice dinking them a little bit and flicking between characters. Because if you have the basic settings, there is 3 of them. So you'll want to just shoot between them you get the gist of this. It is also a warm-up. You just kind of flick between characters, and they'll spawn at different distances as well. They'll be either way back there, or they'll kind of pop up in front like this guy is here. So it'll allow you a chance to kind of practice for a real game scenario between characters.
I put you on ice.
Just like that, these characters will disappear, and that is the best way you can change your sensitivity.